Scott Muscuddy.
It was good.
Whoa.
The cutter.
Cipha, what's up, boy?
What's up, my brother?
Man, Peter told me y'all was doing this. I was like, man, let me lock in.
Jump in real quick.
Yo, man. Insano's out, by the way, everyone. The new Cutter project. Congrats, Cuddy.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
It's fucking hard.
Hey,
man.
I haven't spoken to you in a long time. Congratulations on your rap career.
Oh man, I thought it's true. When the last time we talked, man? What the fuck?
Congratulations on all the things you've done by changing the world.
Man, thank you, man. Thank you, bro.
Yeah,
Y'all always been supporting me, man. I want to say thank you for all the love all these years, man. I really appreciate it, man.
Did you say we disappoint you?
No,
I said all the love. I appreciate all the support you've been giving me.
Oh,
support,
of course,
Cipha.
man.
So, Cipha, you've disappointed a lot of people, but not Cuddy.
I try.
No, not me. Not me.
Yeah.
Never. I love you guys.
That's great. That's awesome. Congrats, man.
What are you doing in Paris right now?
Can you guys hear me good? My service is kind of fucked up.
No,
here.
you actually sound really good. Yeah.
All right, cool. I'm actually handling some stuff for my clothing line, Motor. We just put up the showroom the other day. So I've just been meeting with buyers and shit, you know.
Members of the Rage.
Yeah. And it was my mom's birthday on the 19th. So I took her out to dinner. We hung out. She's in Paris with me.
Oh, that's dope, bro. You brought your mom to Paris?
Yeah, this is our thing. And like she loves Paris, so I always like to bring her out whenever I get a chance, you know.
You seem from social media from a distance, you seem very upbeat and happy these days. Is that accurate?
Yeah, bro. Your smile is infectious, bro.
Yeah, man. It's you know, it's really wild. You know, I feel like it's just like, you know, I'm gonna turn 40 in what, 8 days?
Shit.
Wow.
Like or 9 days. You know what I mean? Like, and when you guys met me, I was like 23, 24.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? So like it's like I've just reached it's like when I was younger, man, I always like when I was like 28, 29, I was always like, man, if I do make it to 40, I hope to God I got this shit figured out. Cause right now this is
I was literally gonna say, Cuddy, it seems like and this is me just watching from a distance, just everything I see on social media and on the internet, it seems like you figured out some good shit, bro.
Yeah, I did, man. And you know it was time that it took, you know? And that's and you learn that, you know, it's like it happens when it's supposed to happen.
Yeah, 100%.
You know, and you know, you just get to this place of peace. You know, I would always like meet Hove, like when I was around Hove when I first met him back in 2010 and shit. And I would just see his aura, and I'll just be like, "Yo, this dude seems like he got it all figured out. It seems like he's so chill." I was like, I can't wait till when I'm that age, I just got it all figured out. Because right now I'm living a nightmare. I don't know what the fuck is gonna happen to me.
Yeah.
But like looking at Hove gave me hope a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
It's funny you say that,
yeah.
No, because some of those OGs are not good, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? So when you see someone like Hove, you seen Hove recently?
Yeah.
He's like a fucking spirit now, bro. He's like so like loose and holy shit.
Every time I see Hove, there's like a fucking aura around this nigga's head. You know what I'm saying? Like he glows, man. He's just such a light, man. And you know, I ran into Tata out here. I was getting a burger. I ran into Tata at the spot. And you know, it was so crazy. Like he was showing love for Intergalactic, you know, which won an Emmy, which is crazy.
Dude, you got an Emmy this year too? I forgot about that.
Well, the animators got the Emmy. It was
still.
I guess it's still mine. You know,
it's still kind of yours. You should at least get a certificate.
Yeah,
that's dope,
yeah,
bro.
man. So it's crazy, and I want you guys to come. I want you guys to come to LA.
My answer is yes. Whatever you're about to say, my answer is yes.
Okay. I'm gonna text Peter. It's top secret. I'm gonna text Peter, and you guys gotta give me some information. I'm gonna need some information right now.
All right, we're there.
Bro, we would love like honestly, bro. We always talk about you on this podcast, on this show, like a family member that has gone on and done big things, bigger than we've ever imagined. You are like, it's so crazy. It's hard for me to see the influence you have on people when I hear like rappers say you're their biggest influence and their favorite rapper of all time. And I'm like, this nigga that worked at the Bape store? You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. You are a fucking worldwide sensation, bro.
Man, you know what's crazy, man? I used to have to put shit aside for your ass, man, in the store. Like they would be like, "Yo, this is Cipha." Like, don't this is what size did you get? XL, 2X?
Back then,
yeah. So like, they'd be like, put them to the side, No, but none of the bigger dudes could get the shit. They'd be like, damn, Bape was saying like small amounts of like 2X, 1X. Man, so like all this shit would be gone. It'd be like a pile of Bape shit for you on the side of the bag. I'd be like, yo, like I'm talking about this is how real it was. When we would get shipments, immediately for the shipments, we take out your shit and put it to the side.
Bro, you know what's crazy? I still got all of it.
And Cipha,
oh my God.
I got almost every piece of Bape item I ever have in canisters upstairs and bins. I got all of it, bro.
You should do like a grail.
Bro,
like, how you put some of their closets on grails and shit.
I don't want to sell it though. I want to do like a
display,
like a pop-up museum kind of thing.
Yeah, that could be dope.
Bro, I DJ'd the Bape, I think it was the 20th anniversary party at MSG. And I changed outfits every time I had to DJ. And niggas was going crazy. Like, where's that from?
God.
Where'd you get that? I'm like, some shit didn't even fit. I just put it on anyway.
Yo, you know what's crazy? Like, while I was Kid Cudi, I used to be hitting Bape like, yo, y'all don't ever send me shit. I even said one time, I was like, yo, I just send Cipha Sounds all this shit. I don't get shit.
Yo, well, this really back up.
I don't get shit, yo. Like, I used to work there. Like, I've done good shit. Like, it's 10 years. Give me some free shit.
Yo, that totally backs up Cipha's claim when people try to claim to be the original Bape cats of how early and on Cipha was with Bape. Like, this shit goes back.
He was early. He was in all the little videos they would have. You know how they would do the Nee GoldenEye DVDs?
Yep.
Like, I think he was on one of them DVDs.
Yeah, I was with Pharrell and the clips and all them.
Yeah. Like, don't nobody know about the Nee GoldenEye DVDs. Like, that's like classic. You know what I mean?
Yo,
man, you sound happy, bro. This is amazing.
Yeah, and the album's hard, Cudi. Like it's you always seem to go a slightly different direction with every album, and this one you got drama on it, and just like tonally and beat wise, this joint feels like a little bit of another change for you, kind of in a more hip hopish direction.
Yeah, I mean, that was my plan. I actually mentioned this in the Zane Lowe interview I did the other day. I was really inspired. I went to one of Kendrick's live shows, and I was in Paris and saw him, and it just blew my fucking mind. You know what I mean? It just made me want to rap again and just do some hip hop shit. Like, really, that's what it was. Because the show was just so phenomenal. Like, Kendrick is such a great performer, and like it was just. It was beautiful, man. And I was just like, man, I just seeing the reaction from the fans to his music. I was like, this is the kind of reaction I want. Like, I want people to be having fun. I want people to dance. And a lot of my shit is, kids still sing along and they love it, but it's super.
No, your shit is
darker,
very, like very vibey.
Yeah. And then some of the subject matter could be dark. Some kids love for me to do Mr. Rager. Or like, some of my darker songs.
Your songs hold a special place in a lot of people's hearts, bro. Your songs got them through a lot of tough times, but sometimes you just want to fucking rap.
Yeah, sometimes at this point it's like, look, this is my 11th album total, like my 9th studio album, solo album, but like my 11th album total, with the collabs in there.
Yeah.
And it's like, man, I've done all the vibey shit. In many different ways. You
did songs with Michael Bolton, bro. I mean,
like, let's be real. Michael Bolton, you know what I'm saying?
It's always there, and you can always do another one if you want.
Yeah, man. It's crazy. It's like, I'm blessed that I can be at this stage in the game and I can still deliver something new and give a new experience. You know what I
Hey,
mean?
what's going on with Kanye? No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Don't answer that. I'm kidding.
No, but seriously, how crazy that Pete Davidson, for example, when I did my show for Complex a couple years ago, there were two people who glowed about you on my interviews. Rocky, ASAP Rocky glowed about you.
Rocky always does.
He was like Man on the Moon, how you're like his hero. And then Pete Davidson, obviously, like you mean he is one of those kids who was literally depressive and struggled with a lot of things, who you helped. And then of course you guys became friends. It must be crazy to see these other stars now who like grew up with feeling that your music supported them and helped them get through shit.
Yeah, it fucks me up, man. It's in the best ways possible, because like, guys, this was my mission when I made that first album. You know what I'm saying? I wanted it to like help people. You know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't like, my goals were very like simple. Like I just wanted to like, reach out and connect to the people that felt like me. It was like a SOS. You know what I'm saying?
And it worked, and it actually connected with them.
Yeah. I mean, I'll tell you, man, before the album came out, like the night before, the 2 nights before, I couldn't sleep. I thought I made a mistake.
The first album?
The first album. I was like, yo, I made a mistake. I was like, this shit is too different. I was like, this don't sound like nothing that's out right now. People ain't gonna be feeling this. I got nervous. And then that shit came out. That shit came out, and then it was like that meme that you see on Twitter of Homelander kind of standing there, and then all the people are clapping, and he gets the clue and he starts laughing. Mm-hmm. It was like that. I was like, oh shit, they like it. Oh. And then my confidence came back. But it was like, yo, you got to think about it, man. A song like Pursuit of Happiness in 2009, like Day and Night was already weird enough, but then Pursuit really went there. You know?
Right.
Like, it was like, and like literally that's the song. I can't do a show unless I perform that song, bro.
Oh, bro, and I'll tell you right now, like, so my wife, my wife who I married, 6 months ago, she's 10 years younger than me. Pursuit of Happiness occupies a totally different place in her life than mine. For me, like, it's a dope song that was on Cudi's album, but like I was already, Cipha and I were already doing the morning show, and
it's like if I'm DJing a certain type of crowd, I gotta play that song because it always goes off. But it's not like one of my favorite Cudi songs.
Right.
But to those people, it's their shit.
Yeah. Man, it's a beautiful thing how that song kind of took a life of its own.
Yeah,
because at first it was like, I thought the idea when we did the remix, I thought the idea of the song got lost on people. You know what I mean? Because the remix was so turned up and you just wanted to rage to it. But it's like the song is really reckless and it's super dark, really. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but then I've realized, like, man, it's kind of okay because this is bringing joy to people in pain. Like they're taking this and they're not sitting in their pain. They're going out with their friends or something, or they're just enjoying themselves for the night, living in the moment, being young, being free, and that's why that song will always have a life, because there's a kid right now that's 15 years old that discovered that like snuck out on Friday night to go to that house party. Mm-hmm. And like he's in the car driving with the girl that he has a crush on that he hasn't talked to yet, but he's thinking tonight is the night, I got to say something. And like the song comes on and she's like, oh shit, I love this song. And he's like, I love this song too. And they bond over my music or some shit. You know what I mean? It's like, these are the things, these are the stories, I'm trying to do that like now. Hope for,
I wish I could do that right now, bro.
Cipha, it's over.
Yeah. But that's like what's happening, and it's a beautiful thing. It's just, my music is brought, and somebody said this on Twitter the other day. They said, yo, being a Cudi fan, you're like in this community, and it's like when you come to my concerts, everybody is loving, accepting, you can sing the songs however loud you want. Nobody's gonna judge. You know what I mean? Like it's just community. People make friends at my shows. I see it all the time. People are like, yo, I met like 5 kids tonight, at the Cudi show that are my friends, like,
damn.
It's just dope, man.
Have you seen, because your early work was such music of kids, How young is the crowd now? And have you seen the crowd get older? Because now I'm guessing the kids, when you first came out, they're all now in like their late 20s, early 30s.
Yeah. Right. So my fan base is young now because
really? It's like a new young
because of TikTok and because of my acting and just being involved in kid shit.
No, nigga, that I only saw your part of the LeBron house party.
Yeah.
I only saw that's the only part I saw where you go to the Illuminati. Yo, that shit is fucking crazy, bro.
Yo, I had a fucking great time shooting that. That was mad.
Yeah, I didn't see the whole movie. I think it was on a plane or I was in a hotel and I started watching from that part. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yo, bro, that shit was wild, man. You gotta watch that whole movie, man. Just like to see how it all started and shit.
And by the way, that's Calmatic's movie.
Yeah, he did his thing with that, man. Shout out to Calmatic, man. He killed that shit.
Cipha, he has another. I forgot to tell you, Calmatic has another new commercial he produced right now that has a one-up Easter egg in there.
What do you mean?
You remember nothing. I told you that he put a little Easter egg in that truck commercial like a year ago. Now he directed another commercial and he has a little one-up thing.
What's the thing? I gotta see this.
I'll send it to you. I forget. But
so your audience is young now, huh?
That's
crazy, man. It's kind of crazy. Like I like, the kids that come to my shows, like because I have fans that got kids now and they put their kids onto my music. You know what I mean? It's like a family thing. They bring their fucking 9-year-olds.
Your music is timeless, bro. Your music is timeless.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing, man. It's like
did you it seemed like early on, like back in the day, I feel like I would hear stories about you like, I don't know, wilding out somewhere. You seemed like you seemed uncomfortable with the transition from being like angsty kid to superstar. And you're not the only person who I saw with that transition. The people who I was friends with, Wale had his own things, getting into that space and getting comfortable with himself. And I never saw it because whenever I saw you, you were always just coup de la and seemed chilling to me. But would you say that transition was hard to you and you had to learn how to sort of be Kid Cudi as opposed to Scott?
Yeah. It was definitely tough for me, man. And when you spend 23 at that time, we spend 23 years of your life, 23, 24 years of your life just being a regular guy, and then literally overnight,
it happened fast.
You're the guy.
Yeah.
That shit can fuck with your mental.
Of course.
Unless you're somebody that's like, oh, I wanted this. But like I wasn't, I knew I was gonna be famous, but I didn't think it was going to be like
this. You just want to be like a famous rapper.
You said what?
I said you probably just wanted to be like a famous rapper. Now you're like
I said it in my my interview with Zane Lowe. I was like, man, at best I thought I would have like a Mos Def career where I could have my cool albums and be respected and then do some movies on the
move
side.
Around, but you can still move around.
Yeah, still have the freedom to like live a life,
Yeah,
but like this shit kind of blew up. It blew up. Like Day and Night was #3 on the Billboard charts. That's my highest charting song ever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it just took the fuck off. My debut sold 104,000 first week. You know what I'm saying? For a debut, that's really fucking great.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like in 2009, for that type of music, that is really fucking great.
Well, yeah, in the period that as sales were starting to go down, that's like as people are starting to not fuck with physical music
Napster
anymore.
shit and fucking downloading YouTube, all that shit.
Man. Yeah, that's a really interesting way of thinking about it.
So how much of the old shit can you do with this new young fan base?
How much of the what do you mean?
Like, you do all the old stuff too? Like they know it
they
all?
Love the old, they got to know all the old shit, right?
Oh yeah, when I do the shows?
Yeah, like your fan base is younger now, you're saying.
Yeah, but they know
everything.
They know everything. They listen to the albums. They know from WZRD shit to Speed and Bullet you know, my more adventurous stuff.
Yeah.
You know, and it's great, man, because it's like, you know, I always wanted to make something timeless, and you know, you at least most artists hope they have that one album that stands the test of time. But I got like 11. All of them are
crazy. That's
you know
crazy.
What I'm saying? Like there's people that be like, yo, I remember where I was when I heard this album. When I heard Man on the Moon 2, I was going through a breakup and I was super dark, and I heard your shit, and it just fucked me up and inspired me and made me not feel alone. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and then you say, "Get the fuck out of my face."
No, Psych.
I was old
not
Cudi.
say that, Psych.
I'm just trying to eat dinner with my mom. Beat it, chump.
No, I would not say that, Psych. No, I actually did kind of curse at someone in some way, kind of like that when I was out with my sister having lunch. So we was eating at that restaurant Soho Park. Is that the name of it?
Mm-hmm.
That burger spot on Lafayette.
Oh yeah, that used to be down the block where Supreme used to be.
Yeah, I don't know if it's still there.
You did, nigga. You was in there. You did it to yourself. Like,
yo, this was like I was like famous for like 2 weeks. I just got my deal. Like I was like, I just started out, bro. I was still going to McDonald's thinking it was all good. You know, I was testing the waters. You know,
man, that's so dope, bro.
Yo, did you ever talk to Jim Jones after he did the remix? Because that was early me and Cipha days, and that really set your shit off on Hot on kind of another level.
Yeah. No, like, man, he was a very early supporter.
Oh yeah, I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm thinking because when I play Day and Night as a DJ, I play the fast one, like the remix.
That was remix, yeah.
But I forgot about the slow one, like with the Jim Jones shit.
Yeah,
I forgot. It's like
it's always dope when you see somebody be inspired. You know what I'm saying? Especially somebody that you grew up listening to.
Yeah,
used to fuck shit up listening to. You know, going to the parties, picking up chicks. You know, driving around the blocks in Columbus at the block parties, playing Dipset. You know. So this was the nigga I looked up to, and like,
that's dope.
You know, just see that he was so inspired. I mean, the nigga, I was looking at it recently. I was like, oh, the nigga got the flannel in there. He was trying to look like a little hipster and shit in the video. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, you just definitely getting the vibes. You know?
Yeah.
I was like, I ain't never seen Jim Jones in no fucking flannel. Niggas see his fucking flannel, like hipster Jim. But it was dope, man. It was ill, man. It was super flattering. I was like, damn, man, I'm on to something. It was validating at that time.
I forgot about that version.
And it was important, I think, too, because like in New York, you know, Hot at that time was I was there were not many spots that you could hear rap records, and Day and Night started going, and then that just gave it more extra life because it sprinkled a little street flavor to it.
Yeah. It made all the street dudes fuck with it. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
It gave it
it's just careers are so crazy though, bro. Like I always say this about our career, like being a broadcaster, you know, talent, a lot of different people have talent, and the varying degree to what makes one person a superstar and what makes some person someone who doesn't make it is so crazy. And you could go back and look, you know, at like your freshman cover and see other people who were incredibly talented also. I'm not saying they were Scott Muscuddy talented, but really talented, and did not get to have the career that you had. And it's just crazy, like what random events probably happened, the good luck, the effort, whatever it is that turns you into a fucking superstar who's had 10 albums and is in Paris right now working on their clothing line, versus someone who right now is either hustling to put out an indie project or not even making music at all anymore. Do you ever think about that?
I do sometimes. You know, I've been the underdog, I feel, my whole career. And when I did the double XL, you know, they put me in there because of the Kanye cosign. They had to, you know?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I don't think they truly understood
what I was
about to do.
No way.
I don't think they could have either fathomed, but they saw the cosign and they're like, all right, well, we got to put Cudi in there. And when we got ready to do the cover, you know, my label, Sylvia Rowan and all them, they were super big on trying to have me on the cover.
Mm-hmm.
And they came back and were like, no, we're going to put these sign artists on the cover. Charles Hamilton, Asher Roth, B.O.B. and Wale.
Mm-hmm.
They're signed. They got deals.
Okay.
And they put me on the last cover. The last cover of all the covers, bro. And I remember in that moment, I was like, okay, I don't want to feel ungrateful, but I deserve that fucking cover.
You wanted the first cover. They put you on. I'm looking now.
I wanted
So it was
the first. I
you,
wanted
Ace
to be on
Hood,
the
and
fucking front.
Currency.
I deserve to be on the front of that fucking cover.
Yeah,
I
but
knew it.
Whoever made that decision, looking back now, they were like, we should have put Cudi on there.
And then I'm glad that they took the picture with me kicking, because that was me kicking motherfuckers in the fucking jawbone. That's what I fucking did. That was me kicking down the doors of hip hop and making it my own for 15
Oh,
fucking
bro,
years.
but Cudi, like, okay, I have these weird segments in my mind, right? Like I look at like 90s, my favorite shit, and then like to me, like De La and Diddy caused a rift, like the hip hop split, right? And there's a couple more times where that happened. When Wayne was smoking hot, shit kind of split. When you came out, you created a whole new, I don't even want to say genre, like a whole new fucking essence of hip hop. You created a style of hip hop that, like,
It is true,
have inspired so many people. Like if you start breaking it down to where they get their style from in the core, Cudi is like the genesis.
You're one of those dudes. Yeah.
It's fucking crazy to think that, man.
It's crazy. And like listen, we could talk weirdness about Kanye all day, but Kanye had a whole level of it too. But then you get to splinter off of that, and it didn't sound anything like what he was doing. Like,
no, it was your own.
You created your own thing.
Like,
and at the time,
thing.
Like you're saying, like they let you rock on the Freshman because of the Kanye co-sign, and it all gave us a like, okay, well, who's this guy? But you way surpassed that. You took that little step and made it your own thing, where people will say I started rapping because when I listen to Kid Cudi, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's incredible. I've never done that for any. I might hang myself today.
No,
I've never had this effect on anybody.
No, you haven't, but don't do that.
It's beautiful, man.
Yo, Cudi, you never did a record with Mac Miller?
No. We were supposed to hook up a couple times, but it's just like this shit never came together, you know?
It just seems like it should
have
happened.
There was this one record that that Steve has that he wanted to put me on. That's a Mac record that he had that's fucking fire, but I just don't want to just be jumping on, you know, people's record, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
I know Mac wanted to work with me, but like he not here no more. And I just you know, it's sad that like to hear the record because it's so fucking good. And like, you know, I don't know. I feel like he don't need me on it. I think people just need to hear him on it and just let him have his moment. Like, I don't know. But there's sadly there's no song, you know. But he was a homie, and I remember he came to the Just What I Am video shoot. I hit him up. I was like, "Yo, can you come to the video shoot?" He was there, like ready. You know, showed up, was there all day. You know what I mean? Like, and it was crazy because it was the first video I've ever directed, and so I was still trying to figure shit out on set, and he just stuck around and hung out, and super fucking cool, you know. And you know, so he was somebody I always had love for, man. Always somebody I always thought was just a cool, down to earth dude. You know what I mean? And there's not a lot of people like that in the industry, you know. There's not a lot of people like that.
No, he was a one of a kind, and he also now, his music as it evolved over time, he's become one of those people to young people that they're going to get into music because of Mac's last couple of albums. You know what I mean?
And I think you know, that's gonna, you know, encourage people to. He's gonna also encourage people to try different flavors. You know what I'm saying? And push the boundaries a little bit, and be a musician.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And like you could do it and be good at it.
Fucking far right now.
Yeah.
I don't know who's the next one that's gonna push a boundary. The boundaries are so fucking out there in hip hop right now. It's crazy. Like,
man, you'll be surprised. It'd be some kid from Buffalo, New York, come out and
just
fucking fuck up.
It's funny you say that. It's funny you say Buffalo because Griselda pushed it the other way. Like they went in. You know what I'm saying? Like they're like, yo, there used to be some dope ass shit. Like, and they went to the fucking bottom of the boundary, and they're winning with it.
Yeah, I feel like, man, it just takes, every 10 years you get a new wave of something, right?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that pretty much the time frame? Every 10 years or 15 years or so, there's like a new wave of something.
I think so. I think that's about the. If we were to look at it, it's about that. Although this period's gotten interesting, right? Because the last 15 years, I don't know. It's been a weird time for hip hop. You've had like similar people kind of at the top of the food chain, and then you've had like weird stuff that goes different directions under it. But then there's also been sort of like the Lil Wayne wannabe era and Future wannabe. Now, I'm using wannabe in a negative way. I shouldn't say that. The super influenced by Wayne, Future, etc. It feels like that's taken up such a huge space and long period of time. It feels like now we've been in that for years.
Well, I feel like it's just going to take just somebody to just wake up and just say fuck this, because you got to think about it. Like I want kids to really look at how I was able to do what I did. It was nothing too spectacular other than it being unique and different. That's it.
And good.
Well,
and you didn't care.
Being unique and being myself and tapping into my own energy, bro.
Yeah, but
it's like that's really all you got to do. That's why we see Tizo touchdown and we root for him. You know what I'm saying?
He's a good one to point out. He's definitely on his own shit.
He's doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? And you just being your own person, being unique. Have a story to tell. Like tell your story.
But I just want to wear Air Force Ones and wear shirts that match the swoosh.
Well, you can do that too.
Yo, but you
guys,
also,
I gotta go check on my mom. She's not
okay. Go check on your mom.
Go check on your mom, bro. We really appreciate you jumping on.
Man. I'm glad we got a chance to chop it up. And Peter, I'm gonna text you because I need y'all some information for this.
We're going to your thing, and thank you for the time, bro. This is the most precious element in the world is time, and we appreciate every second.
Thank you, bro.
Oh man, you already know, bro. Mad love, bro.
Later, Cutter. Take care of yourself.
Peace, guys.
Peace.